This is Tale of Two Wastelands, part whatever. Who cares? I'm playing the game. Last time, we got all the money from the casinos. And then we went to Zion just because I wanted the medicine stick and the survivalist rifle. This time, we're gonna do Lonesome Road. But before we start Lonesome Road, I want to go to Camp McCarran and buy ammo from the guy there. And maybe the gun he has for his quest. I'm tired. I'm really tired tonight. This is going to be a deranged low energy stream where I'm barely paying attention to things that are happening. So it's a perfect time to play Lonesome Road, because that is the state that Ulysses puts me in regardless. Deranged, and I don't know what's going on. Also, I'm starting to think I fucked up the LODs again, considering how short they are. Sometimes shit just like pops in like 5 seconds. Like, I don't know if that's intentional or not. I genuinely don't know if I fucked it up. All I know is that next time I do a New Vegas run, which will probably be like the end of the year, because I can't go more than 10 to 12 months without playing this game. The next time I do a new Vegas run is going to be, I'm going to download one of those Wabbajack packs for it, like the ones that does it for you, because I can't be bothered to. Wait, that's not right. No. Where's Mr. House's giant phallic tower? Where is it? It should be there. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, there it is. And there it goes. And there it is. And there it goes. And... man, I fucked up. Is it in the world space for this? For Camp McCarran, I wonder? Okay, it's in the Camp McCarran world space, which is, I don't know. Because if we do a little bit of magic, TCL, toggle collisions, and we go up, you can see, it's just like, just some stuff to make it look like it's appearing in the background, because this is its own isolated cell. Okay, we gotta find the man who runs the thing, and he's gonna give us the gun, or well, at least ammo. I can actually check if the audio's, might have accidentally lowered the audio for this game. No, it's good. Never mind. I think he's up in the concourse.
Patrolling the Mojave for a
They
nuclear
said,
winter.
I looked up, there is a mod that, it doesn't do exactly what I wanted, which is I was looking for a mod that when any one of these troopers says patrolling the Mojave, they just drop dead. There wasn't a mod for that, but there was another one that was anytime a trooper says that line, a mini nuke gets dropped on them, which it's like, that's just gonna ruin the game. There will be dozens of casualties.
You look like someone in need of a reliable supplier.
Got anything for sale?
Take your pick.
Okay, guns. Okay, ammo. I need... what am I firing? We got plenty of 357. We don't need really any more, because we're not going to be using Lucky as much anymore, because we have two more better guns. So we need 4570 Gov, which then I have to convert into semi-wad cutter. And then some... ooh, he has a shit ton. 12.7. Got any guns? Wait, what? Bochi the Glock? Bochi the Glock? Bochi the Glock. Yeah, I'll take that. What does it fire? 9 mil.
Thanks.
Bochi the Glock. It's a 9mm. it's a pink. Oh, that's great. Is it like any? Oh my God! I gotta TLC this or TCL this. No wait, how do you do? No, not toggle collision. Free cam TFC. There's melted faced Bochi on the side of the Glock, and it even has the sights there are the colors of her like hairband or her hair clip that she wears. Oh, that's really funny. That's really funny. So like there's like a mod then that just adds a bunch of like funny meme guns, because this is the second funny meme gun we found. The first one was a Glock called Big Chungus, and now it's a Glock called Bochi the Glock. It's a reference to an anime. If anyone hasn't seen Bochi the Rock, it's a really funny anime. It speaks to my soul. It's about a girl who has like extreme social anxiety, wanting to become a rock star, wanting to become like in a rock band. And her trials and tribulations of getting into a band and dealing with normal shit as someone who can't function because of anxiety, and it's really funny. Alright, well that was weird. Back to the gun runners. I was gonna do the thing to get this machine, which is another gun, but we already have like 3 main guns. I don't feel like you need a lot of guns in this game. Okay. So that's broken down into some semi-wad cutters. And we are gonna go to the canyon wreckage. And we're gonna go to the divide. Oh God. I'm so sorry. Do I have any water? Eh. We'll manage. Here we go. Coordinates you received lead you to this canyon filled with storm-tossed wreckage. Beyond lies the divide. Lonesome Road is intended for experienced couriers. You cannot take your companions. You can carry whatever equipment and gear you have with you without restriction. Blah, 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 blah. Walk the Lonesome Road. Here we go. This road sure be lonesome. How good are the MREs? They're really good food-wise. Look, 584 food. That's like more than half your food. They don't heal as much. Did you know frogs can jump higher than the Eiffel Tower? That is a bizarre first-time chat. Is this a meme? Am I being punked? Can jump higher than the... Oh, because the Eiffel Tower cannot jump. I get it. I get it. I don't like it, but I get it. That's like a dad adjacent joke. It's like kind of a dad joke, but not like 100% there. It's close. Something just like, oh, I was like, what is fucking flickering? And I realized it was this. Yeah, I thought you would like it. I didn't say it was bad. I said it feels like a dad joke. I'm gonna cry myself to sleep now. I'm sorry. Unlock pod. Okay, one more. All right. I'm skipping this dialogue. I've read it too many times. Did you know dinosaurs couldn't eat fish even if they wanted to? I genuinely can't guess this one. What's the trick? What's the trick in this one? Did like fish not exist yet? Oh, 'cause they're dead. Oh.
Experiment log 369248/B. iBot Duraframe Universal Interface Override System. This is Dr. Whitley presiding.
I'm gonna go off
We've boosted
myself.
signal gain and enlarged the
It's like,
overflow buffer
I
system.
get it.
That should ensure
I get it.
100%
It's just that
connectivity
they're
and control.
like, they're like anti-jokes. There's no.
Yes, success.
It's just like, oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Reporting full
You're right. They
success
can't.
on
The dinosaurs are dead. They can't eat fish.
36924/B.
Oh yeah,
And
you're
was
right.
able
The
to
Eiffel
interface
Tower
with
can't jump.
And override the test panel
Okay.
in under 3 seconds.
I appreciate it. It made for an interesting read. This is commissary. Do you have bullets? How much? Probably I'll buy the 12 point. Yeah. Auto eject stim packs. How many stim packs do I got? Probably gonna need more stim packs for this. I also forgot to. I know I can go back, and I actually might just go do that like immediately. I want to go. SMMG? What the fuck is the SMMG? I wanted to see if I could get an AM rifle from the gungers. You can't leave yet. Because the best way to take care of Ulysses' monologue and ass is to shoot him with a 50 caliber anti-material rifle. Okay, back to the gungans.
Welcome, sir, or
No, they don't have any anti-material rifles. Or maybe they do and it's just not. Maybe it's organized differently? Yeah, it looks like it. Anti-armor rifle. 50 caliber precision rifle, which looks like a Barrett. Marksman carbine, assault carbine. Oh my god. Chinese stealth stuff. Oh, anti-material rifle. Anti-personnel rifle. Bonus critical damage, bonus critical chance. Do you have the stuff for it? Anti-mat, custom parts, anti-mat. Yeah, don't buy the suppressor for it. Come on. But custom CF parts, custom bolt. And I gotta go down this list again. Why did I do this? Where was it? It was like here. Anti-material rifle. Do you have a bullet? 50 MG. And we're gonna sell something to balance out how expensive this is. I don't have anything to sell. Okay, and then we're gonna break down the 50 MG rounds. And we're gonna make 50 MG match rounds. Wait. 50 MG depleted uranium? Damn. We'll stick with match. Okay. Items. Weapons. Mod. Custom parts. Custom bolt. We don't want a suppressor, because what? It's a fucking... Look at this thing. You don't need a suppressor for this thing. Ooh, it even is shiny, so it even is affected by the real-time reflections. Look at that. Ooh, it even says, Hecate 2 on the side of it, which is the actual gun it's based off of. It's a French sniper rifle. And it is actually a sniper rifle. It's actually got it's well tuned enough to act as like a proper precision rifle, like long-range sniper rifle in 50 BMG. Big. All right. Okay, now that that's done, actually doing Lonesome Road now. Got my survivalist's rifle. Crispy. I see, it's a missile. Open the door. Scrap electronics ran. Do we want to keep collecting parts for... We'll do it. I know I'm just going to weigh myself down. Parts to make weapon repair kits. Ooh, a bobby pin. Wow. iBot module. ED can repair my weapon. Cool. I don't think I've ever used these. I don't ever use companions in this game, really. I think the companions in this game are stronger than the ones in 3, like in terms of they're better written. It's just a case of like, I don't know, I'd rather just go on my own. Why is there like random primers for like 50 BMGs in here? Ow. Oh, I just realized something. I just realized 2 things. One, my ring light is flickering. And 2, I forgot to add the, I forgot to turn on the thing that limits the frame rate, which you need for this game. Otherwise, stuff gets weird. The physics get weird, so I just gotta turn it on and then restart the game. And okay, also, I'm gonna just try messing with my ring light. I'm muted. I'm muted. I think my ring light was plugged into a bad USB port. I'm gonna watch it. I noticed it's flickering, which is really annoying because this thing is like 6 months old. Might just have to turn down the brightness. Maybe it's running too bright. The game crashed, by the way, on that load. Good. You know, I very much considered not streaming tonight. I was like, I'm sleepy. I don't know. Maybe I'll do it. I'll put it off. And then I said, no, I'm going to do it because I'm going to do it. And now everything is breaking. It crashed again. Yep. That's a bad save. Rotten save. Rotten save. I am never doing a mod pack by myself again, like manually installing the mod pack. It's all Wabbajack. I'm not dealing with this shit anymore. Maybe this one will load. No. Okay, this is bad. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna try another save. An earlier save, and if that doesn't work, then there's something wrong. Oh man. Oh man. Oh, I gotta do. Oh, so much. If this actually works. Good. Good. Great. I get to do all this again.
Welcome, sir.
And now it doesn't have the other... It doesn't have the carbon fiber parts for the... what's it called? For the anti-material rifle. Of course it doesn't. And there's even less ammo for the gun, for the BMG. Because this thing's heavy without that carbon fiber parts. Although we do have a fair bit of carrying weight. I actually don't have the strength to wield this thing properly. And I think the only way to get rid of these negative stat perks from the head trauma is stat perks. What the fuck am I talking about? These negative oh god, my head hurts. I shouldn't have streamed tonight. My head doesn't hurt, I'm just tired. Alright, back to Canyon Wreckage. Divide me. Why did I pick up the 5.56? I don't need 5.56. Do I have Action Girl, the perk? The one that makes my... I do. Oh, wait, that's not the one. What's the one where it regenerates faster? It's like Nerves of Steel or some shit? Nerves of Steel. Yeah, I do have that. This again. All right, let's go. Do not have any 12 point? Okay, you do. There you go. No, don't cancel. Yay. Oh, gotta hit the switch right. I think everything in here to make a weapon repair kit. Oh god, whatever, I don't care. I genuinely don't care about the robot. I never use him, I don't care. Right, the marked men. Right. So the robots don't blast my ass immediately. Oh. Oh, do I have to... All right, and now we get our first of several way too long conversations with Ulysses.
There's your signal. Faint, but there. Just like NCR. Voice without fire, without strength. Sick.
I wish
Her
I'm not
tales
even
keep
doing the
walking
NCR.
Mojave, giving the two-headed bear
I have like
strength,
accidentally
giving
helped
hollow men
the fucking
now.
I don't care what you have to say. I only want to know where you are.
America sleeps ahead of you. Its nightmares filled with quakes, storms. You'll need to find your own path. That means waking America's spears up from their slumber. There's ways. Warheads set off collapse. Warheads could open the gates again. You're resourceful. That machine, robot with you, can help you find the warheads you need.
Oops, I skipped that by accident.
Is below.
And I skipped that one on purpose. If we share it, oh god.
Who are you who do not know your history? You came all this way for answers. Only currency I have. Nothing else to be gained. Could turn around, walk away at any time. If history matters to you, you'll need to earn it. Any laws of mine, I have already cast away in the divide. They're lost to you. For now, find the trigger for the warheads buried in Hopeville. Use it to keep moving and keep alive. The divide will send its worst against you.
Got it. Go divide. This man never shuts up about the divide and the bull and the bear and the divide. The bull and the bear, the divide, the bull, the bear, divide. Gotta remember to start saving more, because we already had a case of that fucking me over. Sorry. Yeah, the marked men can be pretty dangerous because they spawn with pretty high level weapons. They have some pretty beefy weapons. Ooh, bursting in air. That's a unique weapon. Firing rockets. It's like a handheld mini red glare. And it's also named. It also has a name based off of the what's it called? The U.S. anthem. By the rockets' red glare, bombs bursting in air. Gave birth through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? There it is, it's red glare. Oh, and another one. I want to see bursting in air. It's like a pump action rocket launcher. Or like a semi-auto. Cute. Not an explosives guy, so. So now we got the laser detonator, even. To blow up all these warheads. Ow, fuck. Medicine stick this time. Oh, and then I die instantly. uh... So as I was saying, one thing about the marked men is they have really good guns. Some of them will even have, they will have at least, what's it called, sniper rifles. They will have sometimes AM rifles. And with all these mods, who knows what other fucking crazy shit they'll have. So, you gotta be careful. What am I doing? I want that. Alright, nice miss. Look at this shiny laser. Oh, my model's breaking. Give her a second. She'll be back to normal in a sec. Just sometimes she likes to freak out. This one actually has a sight. It's modded version. Can't tell if I'm hitting this thing or not. I don't think I am. Yeah, there we go. Eyes. My eyes. Great, now I gotta fucking alt tab and see what's wrong with my fucking model. I knew I shouldn't have streamed tonight. Sometimes you just gotta restart the app. Decides to be like, hey, what if I just don't work? Oh, she's still not working. Oh, man. My back? See, it's just like, why? 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 Ugh. Alright, well, if she acts up anymore, no more model. Oh. Really shouldn't be picking all this shit. Oh my god, now my fucking HUD is broken. Oh, this is great. I shouldn't have streamed. I should not have streamed. I knew it. I knew it in my fucking bones that this was going to be an annoying night for some reason. For fuck's sake. These are heavy, these rockets. I'm still kind of in the mindset of not playing on hardcore where ammo doesn't have weight, so you can just pick up everything. Got the riot gear helmet finally. It does have night vision. Oh. How do I rotate my camera like this? Oh, hold F. Looks good. Up-resed. Up, done. So yeah, Lonesome Road. It's a DLC that I essentially treat it, and it kind of, I think it's kind of like this potentially. It's like a giant dungeon. It's essentially a straight line. Like if you look at the map, Ulysses' temple is like here or some shit. Like you start, I always found it weird that you start here, you go into the Hopeville bunker silo, and then somehow you end up all the way on the other side of the map. But you do. And then you go essentially through all of like this. Oh, and then so you go around, up, and that's Ulysses' temple. So it's like a giant, just like snake through all this, and it's all linear. It's all one line. It's intentional, you know. Obviously, it's the Lonesome Road, the last road. You follow the road, road. Like gameplay wise, I don't mind it. I think it's actually kind of fun. Again, I treat it like a super dungeon, like a big super dungeon, and it's fun to do. It's just that the story, and especially Ulysses, are just really, really like, I just feel like it's bad. I find like Ulysses, oh wow, it's a fucking P90. I think Ulysses is just like an annoyingly written character. He talks way too much. I think again, I've gone over like 1,000 times of how I think he's just like king of the gaslighting brigade, where he's like, oh, the courier, you delivered something here. And you can be like, I don't remember delivering anything here. And he's like, no, you did. You definitely did. And it's your fault everything here is dead. And I'm mad at you. And this mod pack, the fucking this gun, the survivalist rifle, kicks like crazy. Oh, there's a book under here. Skill book. We don't need We're already almost at max skills. Everything is almost maxed out. I think that if I ever do Tale of Two Wastelands again, I'm gonna try to make it more difficult. How am I? I'm fine. I'm actually, well, I'm tired and things have been breaking and not working, and I wanted to not stream tonight, and I said I'm going to do it, and I'm regretting it. And so this is going to be a quick stream if I can make it one. I'm getting through this DLC and that's it. Once this DLC's done, I'm gonna go. I'm done. I've been streaming for 50 minutes and probably like 20 of that has been backtracking and or trying to fix things. What's breaking? Is it expensive? No, nothing like that. Like, the game has just been not working, or my VTuber has been, like, broken. And I've had to just, like, fiddle with them. And we're at the point where, like, none of the perks are really... Don't particularly care about the perks. We've gotten everything we wanted. You gain half, whatever. Sure. This isn't even that good, but whatever. Do I mind if you call me... I don't know what that means, so... Like, when it comes to my online name, I thought of it like on a whim, and I didn't really put very much thought into it. So, it doesn't really matter what you call me. Where'd that shot even go? What are the? Where are these shots going? Aim center mass. It's a Brazilian soap opera that's become a meme. I'm gonna say that it is not gone this far north. Ow. You shot that guy in the precious area monster. Jesus Christ, I'm blind. Yeah.
Grant actually went to Colonel Autumn and got approval for her damned efficiency guidelines. All experiments will be carried out with the test subject fully active to reduce iteration time. It's barbaric. I've explained this to the Colonel. Just because the iBots don't have true AI doesn't mean they're just machines.
But that's exactly what they are.
Forget things like
if they're not true
procedures
AI,
or
then they are just
humane
machines.
treatment. I'm starting to have serious misgivings about leadership around here. At least I've
If
got
it's
you to
not
talk
truly
to.
artificial intelligence, if it's not actually capable of producing anything, like any sort of like, if it's not an actual thinking creature, and it's just like being programmed to respond in a certain way, then yeah, it's not like, you can't actually hurt it then because it doesn't actually have pain. It does like, whatever. Not to mention, why would you make a robot that can feel pain? Like, you could just like not make the robot feel pain. You know what I mean? It's a robot. It doesn't need to hurt. Now we get introduced to the tunnelers, which are like, ooh, big, scary. Ooh, they look different. The mods made them look different. Tunnelers are supposed to be like, ooh, really scary, really tough, but they're kind of just annoying. They're also just a reskin of a different enemy from the base game. All right, we're on the high road.
There
We're a
you
third
are.
of the way there.
You went quiet for a time. You killing
Oh,
bear
shut up,
wouldn't
Ulysses.
prove easy. You and your machine. You survived. There's a lesson here in the divide. Old world history about paving and intentions could teach the Republic a thing or two, if they listened. They have an idea of trying to do what's right, never quite getting there. Maybe you've seen it, Nipton, elsewhere. Yes, and any courier could tell you the same.
I don't
See
know
it
what you're talking
everywhere.
about, Ulysses.
The bear. Bear's too busy carving up the Mojave with knives, roads, borders, and how things should be, to see how it is. They're stretched thin, can't protect their front lines, their towns. Think paper's power, radio means control. All of it useless. No matter now, Bear couldn't hold the divide. You and that machine are all that remains of NCR here. Rest fell to radiation, fire, and what burrows below.
Shut up. I don't care.
At the end of the high road lies Ashton. It's Silo. That
That was my day.
machine with you.
It's fine.
Open it, wake it up, like it did the one in
Just like, I don't know how to answer that. It's like, yeah, it was my day. I
Many in the Mojave think the divide's nothing but canyon and storm. Wasn't always. There was life, a town farther west. Not talking about an old world town like Hopeville. More recent. Something you saw in your lifetime. It had the name, the divide, too. But rather than cracks in the earth, it was a road from the west into the Mojave, a supply line. Took a courier to make that road. You.
We're getting to the point where he starts making up your backstory for you.
East. This time, the divide's in the other direction. And if your eyes try to make sense of it when you reach it, home's not what it was.
You keep saying that as if you know where I was born. You don't.
Home isn't where you were born into
Oh,
this world.
shut up.
You taught me that. Part of your
What are you
message
talking about? I don't know you, Ulysses.
can be a place of mind. A moment where you know who you are. The history of it. And they can be
Oh my
placed
god, you're so
never
annoying. Shut up. You're crazy. Your head's messed up worse than the
you've
divide.
Forgotten.
Oh, shut up. I don't care. You're an asshole. You're so insufferable. Jesus. Wait, what? What? I just brought up like a companion menu that I've never seen before. Ooh, follow me, stay close, use melee, open inventory. Huh. That's cool. Pocket rocket? Excuse me? Oh my god. It's a gyrojet pistol. It's a gyrojet pistol. This is a pistol. Oh, hello. This is a pistol that was like, I think back in like, it was like the 70s maybe. It was an experiment to make a gun or a series of guns that fired a rocket projectile. And they made working prototypes, and they worked. They fire a little. It's not like a bullet, like a cartridge, like a conventional gun. It's actually a little rocket. It's really cute. I'll stick with my conventional weapons though. Thank you very much. Gotta be real careful here. Easy to fall. When did I last save? A long time ago. God damn, I'm so dumb. I fucking even said to myself earlier, I gotta start saving more. Alright, we got the advanced gear now, which looks cooler. And there's one more to get. Death's Whisper. This is a... I think that's like the best thing about this mod pack is finding like cool alternate versions, like unique weapons. Death's Whisper. And it fires it fires 4570 Gov. Is this an op? I think it is. Look at this fucking thing. How's it compare damage-wise? Okay, the anti-material rifle's still king, because it's a 50 caliber sniper rifle. But we could be able to snipe some of these death claws with it. And get down without killing myself. Look at that integrated suppressor. It's like the entire front of the barrel of the gun. Alright, I got some targets to use it on. Yeah, I think it's effective. So this is a trap. This whatever the fuck you'd call this thing, RV, trailer, whatever. The game, when you go in far enough, the game will spawn a death claw behind you. So you go in here, you go here, and the game spawns death claw behind you. Oh, what? Look at all this ammo. It's all like fucking like special ammo. None of it is something I want. I'll take the 12. Yeah, it's anyway, whatever. Where's that cool sniper rifle? Death's Whisper. I'll try this more. Could just use this. It uses the same animations as the anti-material rifle. It's also like so pitch black that I can't actually like see any of the detail on it. It's like almost missing texture looking.
All due respect, sir, I think you're making...
I don't care, I don't care, don't care. You gotta go. I don't know why they thought that for this DLC the story of the iBot was the one to tell. Level up again. As you can see, we're getting close to being super broken. Everything but 2 skills are at max level. It's at the point where it's just like none of the, like, I don't care for any of the perks. Attack speed of all melee and unarmed attacks is increased by 30. It's not really, it's going to be useful for dead money and that's it. So I always get killed here usually because I forget that there are these traps on the road here, but I have light steps, so I don't have to worry about them. Wait, wrong one. Oh, right, this part where they force you to launch a nuclear missile to proceed. It's like Fallout 76 before Fallout 76. There it goes. I did that. No, it wasn't the game forcing me to do it. Never mind the fact that a 200-year-old missile with no maintenance would never take off.
You're back online.
I don't care. Looks like the missile hit somewhere on the other side of the divide. You think you could reach the location of the blast from Hopeville? That is, if you feel brave enough to explore ground zero of a nuclear blast. Yeah, there's a new area on the map now called the Courier's Mile, which is here. And it's essentially just like, it's filled with death claws and radiation and a couple and other dudes. And you don't, like, really get anything worthwhile from it. Like, you can get some decent, like, you can get some, like, high-end weapons and maybe some ammo and stuff, but, like, you already have that if you're at this point. Oh, then now there's the elevator ride. I forgot about this. You have to fight infinitely spawning tunnelers as you go down this endless fake elevator. Oh, so I leveled up in the middle of it. That's really weird. I feel like this is gonna break it. Like, this wouldn't be as bad if there wasn't the constant fucking explosions shaking your view and blinding you. It's like nauseating. Not to mention that this was like, I remember this being very crash happy in like the original version. Not my favorite part of the DLC. Aw, these fucking explosions. Wonder glue. We can make more weapon repair kits. How many do I have? 22 weapon repair kit. That's like more than enough, but I will continue to just fill my inventory with shit to make it. To make more and more. Stop! Stop with the explosions, I get it. The silo, like, destroyed itself launching that missile, I get it. It's the room full of junk, I love this room. Oh, a gun just clipped. I wonder if that was like a good gun. Toggle collision. Was that a unique? It was a unique gun, and it clipped through the floor. So I saved it. And where is it? The Commando. It's like a Call of Duty gun. It is a Call of Duty gun. Look, it even has like a thing on the stock. Might actually have to go back to the Mojave to drop all this shit off. I made the tunnel. This mod pack makes the tunnelers look weird. They're like all weird, like fleshy cut. Bull bear. Yeah, exactly. Someone gets it. So weird. I haven't been saving again. Ow. Oh my god. Edie, get out of the way. I'm out. Have fun playing. Thanks. Have a good whatever you're doing. Please. Oh my god. Example of why I don't have companions in these games. All they do is get in the way. Someone told me the tunnelers were hard to kill. When you're not broken, they are. Well, we gotta listen to man talk again.
Nothing compared to the road carved ahead. Before you, this is the edge of the divide. Ahead lies your work, the history you burned.
I didn't do this. You're gaslighting me.
To the people here.
I had nothing to do with this.
You delivered a package. Had markings that matched those in the divide.
You like
Not all.
the definition of shooting the messenger.
Military markings from someplace the bear had savaged in the west. Maybe seeing those markings on it reminded you of home.
Yap fest.
Made
Yep.
you carry it.
I don't recall it.
It was from the west, from deep in NCR.
I hate how there's no way to like 100% just be like, no, you're wrong, Ulysses. It wasn't me. You're nuts.
It was a device, a detonator, one I'd never seen before. or heard before. You carried that thing to the divide. I know because I followed you as you walked the road, watched you do it. You brought it here, to the community you built, and you...
What are you fucking talking about?
After, when the device opened, started to speak. When it did, the divide answered back. Those missiles you've seen, buried in their silos. They exploded beneath the ground, cracked the landscape. Sand, ash, the dead. The
I'm doing what Ulysses is doing.
became a graveyard.
Again, there's no way to just be like, you're wrong. Like, you have to just own up to it. It's like, you can't be sure it was me. I don't understand how Package could have done this. I'm not responsible for this. You blame this for me. There's no option to just be like, you're wrong. Stop trying to force this backstory on me. Like, I hate this, that, like, the courier, for the most part, was like a blank slate that you could do whatever you wanted with, you know, in terms of how you imagine their story. And, like, the fact that you can make the character, like, look however you want and do all this shit. But then this fucking DLC comes out of nowhere and be like, you did this. You did this. This is 100%. You have no way of denying it or getting around it. You did this. It's your fault, too. And it's like, again, I can treat it as, like, I'm being gaslit. Like, he's just lying and he's just trying to convince me that I did this when I didn't. That's how I treat it. You know, like... or a guy going through trauma who has to just blame someone. The courier doing his job ruined my town. And it's like, I don't know, like why isn't Ulysses blaming whoever sent the package? Because packages are not just delivered magically from one place to another for no reason. Someone sends it to another person. So someone sent this, and there's like hints. Oh, it came from out west, so it came from California. Well, what? Was there someone who wanted, like, was this? And that's the thing, it leads to questions that are never answered, never even thought of like, well, did that person know what it was? Did they know what it was, but did they think that it wouldn't do this? Did they know it was a detonator, but didn't think it would just blow up all the nukes? If they did, were they doing it intentionally? Like, was it malicious? Who did it? Like, come on. There's so much you could have, like, asked. Like, we could have had more interrogation of Ulysses, but, like, you have to just, like, accept it. Like, you did it. Yeah, you did it. You did it. This is on you. You, as the player, killed this entire place and all the innocents who were living here. You know, and it's funny because, you know, I don't think that that's 100% fair, but it's funny because you could be playing a courier who never kills anyone innocent, who never kills an innocent, who only ever kills someone if you're being attacked, you know, and who doesn't instigate fights. So you could be playing a character who is literally like the nicest person in the Wasteland, and who has killed as little people as possible, and who's only ever killed in self-defense. And then they put this on you where it's like, haha, you killed this entire, you know, civilization that was building here in the wastes. It sucks. I hate this DLC story. The actual gameplay, I don't mind going through the big dungeon of the Divide. I find the actual shooting and exploration of this place kind of fun. I like it. It's like super, super Wasteland. Everything is like totally destroyed. It kind of reminds me a lot of DC from Fallout 3 and how significant the destruction is. But the story sucks, and Ulysses sucks. And he takes like the wrong lesson where it's like, oh, this person caused my home to be destroyed. I'm gonna destroy his home. And it's like, are you a fucking idiot? Why would I have brought it here?
I've walked the east. You've walked the west. More than I have. Circle Junction, Reno, Vault City. Word a few at Fort Ardash. Fort abandoned. Even further west than that. Brahmin drives on the big circle. Whatever
I
you
hate how
saw
this guy
out
knows
there
more about my character than I
wasn't
do.
enough to make you stay. Maybe the markings on the package reminded you of the road home.
You didn't answer that. I'm not responsible for this.
If you had been there when it happened, if you had seen the divide break, you would know it. You carry death.
Notice how he just responded to, or what he just said, did not have any like, okay, I'm not responsible for this. There's no way I could have known. What that sentence means is that the courier says they are not responsible for it because there's no way they could have known that the device was going to do that. He replies, if I had been here, the courier, at the time, you would have known. What? Like, what? What does that mean? Like, if I saw everything get blowed up, I would have connected that, like, the device I brought blew everything up? Because even so, that doesn't mean it's still my responsibility. Like, I did it, you know what I mean? At most, it was an accident. Was it a bad accident? Yes. But, like, the courier is like a patsy in this. Because, again, who did the courier just find this device and bring it because for no reason? Like, I don't get, he's lying? Yeah, like, that's the thing, is that if you treat this as he is just lying to you, then, yeah. I said it before, I think the most generous interpretation of what Ulysses is doing to the courier is Ulysses really liked the community in the Divide. He thought of it as like a home. It got destroyed. He needs someone to blame for its destruction. And therefore, he blames the courier. I thought you just had the platinum drip. See, I think this is supposed to be before that. Like, because it's like, okay, you've been a courier for a while. Like, the platinum chip wasn't your first thing. So you've been a courier for a while. You've been doing routes around for a while. So this is supposed to be in your past. My issue is that it's also, like, it's just contained to this DLC. Because, and it's so weird that, like, one of the things I kind of like about the courier, how it's set up in the vanilla game, is that for the most part, it's just that you're a normal mailman. You are just a guy who, you delivered stuff. You delivered things. You delivered things across the Mojave and around California and stuff like that. And it just happened. It was just coincidence. It was happenstance that you accepted the one thing for the platinum chip, and you had the actual platinum chip. There were false packages sent out too, and you had the real deal, and you got caught up in this. You were essentially just like you were just a normal dude before all this. And that one package, that one job changed your life to the point where you end up being sort of the wild card that changes the entire Mojave. But then this game, this DLC makes it so that you are now also responsible for something like titanically crazy happening in the past. And it feels so out of whack because, like, you would think that several nuclear devices going off and destroying an entire area and all of the towns and settlements in it would be more well known to the point where it's mentioned anywhere else. But it's not. It's contained to these DLCs, and specifically to this one, for the most part. And it just feels so, like, forced onto you, this backstory.
There you go.
I hate it.
He doesn't know it yet. It will. What happened here can happen again. You already proved it. What you did in Ashton, the silo there.
Again, I don't have any, like, options.
Didn't stop you, though. Like carrying the chip to Vegas. Old world death.
See, I don't like, it's, you know, it's like, it almost feels like it's trying to be like kind of meta, where it's like, oh, you didn't have to keep playing the game, player. And I'm like, what the fuck? It's a video game. Of course I am. It's like, imagine like a movie being like, if you stop the movie now, the person doesn't die. Like, you don't have to watch the scene where the character dies if you just turn off the movie, if you just shut the book. It's like, but that's the point of a story, of a game, of a movie. You have to go through that fucking thing. And see, it's like he forced you to fire that missile. And it's like, that's the thing. It's like there is no option for the player to get around firing that nuke. You have to do it. And so it feels so forced. It feels so fake. Where it's like, oh, you launched that nuke anyway, courier. You don't think about your actions. It's like, shut the fuck up.
And pieces of the old world like
that DLC literally ends at that locked door if you don't launch that nuke.
Do their killing.
I'm not to blame for any of this shit.
All these roads you walked.
This DLC,
these
Lonesome
packages
Road.
that you carried. Think it wasn't your choice.
Think it wasn't your choice. I wasn't given a choice. You fucker. I wasn't given a choice. Ulysses, you shit.
Of course.
There was no choice. There was no choice. I paid, back in the day, I paid $9.99 or whatever for this fucking DLC. You're saying I'm not gonna do it?
Came for no other reason than you were curious, restless, always have been. Had to know the why of it. Now, I'll show you.
And it feels weird too, especially when you take it. These DLCs were released in order, and they were all like it was Dead Money, Honest Hearts, Old World Blues, Lonesome Road, and each of the ending the ending cutscenes of each of these fucking DLCs all build of like the first three build up to the Divide, Lonesome Road, the Divide, Courier, Ulysses, Bull Bear, all that shit. And for some reason now when you get here, he's like, well, you didn't have to come. You didn't have to choose. This was being... fuck you. I hate the writing in this DLC. Have you seen the secret ending to Dead Money? I love the secret ending to Dead Money. Are you thinking of Okay, which one? Because there's like a couple. There's a bad end. There's the ending that was cut. And then there's the ending where you trap Elijah in the vault. Because there's a couple endings to Dead Money that exist. In the game, there are 3. Teaming up with Elijah ending. Yes, the cut ending. That's a really cool one. And he was there before you in each DLC. Yes, he was in all of the locations. Or at least, I don't know if he was in the Sierra Madre, but he's connected to the people there slightly, kind of. Not really. Not as much. But the other DLCs, he's connected much more. But but the teaming up with Elijah ending was really fucking cool and evil and dark, and it's kind of a shame that it's... I don't think it's in the game. Is it in the game or is it not? I don't know. He told the elder about it? Okay, so that's it. Yeah, so he told... Yes, that's the connection. He told Father Elijah about the Madre. So, like, Ulysses is, like, just as much of a shit disturber as you are. And, the Old World Blues DLC is boring to play more than once. I will say the humor is good the first time. It's fine the second time. The third time, that intro conversation with the think tank makes me want to rip my own eyes out. It's too long, and it's a little too much. I still like exploring Old World Blues. I like exploring the Big Empty. But in terms of the actual quests, it's annoying. In terms of the story, it's a little annoying. The only character I like talking to in that DLC is Dr. Mobius. Because he's like a crazy old man and I like him. But other than that, everyone else is annoying. My game crashed when one of the think tanks said penis. A lot of go here, do things. I will say yes, there is a lot of it's essentially a fetch quest, and I think a lot of it is like it's a lot of filler. It's a lot of we have to, and I will want you to 100% it if I start it. Yeah, I was, one of the things I don't like is the repetition, where you go to the one place and you have to do like 5 different versions of the same run through of a place. And then for the stealth area, you have to do the same thing. You have to do like 3, 4 stealth things. It's like they had to stretch out the amount of content that was in the game, in the DLC, which is weird because there's like a lot of areas that are just completely in Big Mountain that are just completely like for your own thing. It's meant, it's like there's no connection to story or anything. There's no quests that send you there. And you think you could have had us go to one of those places, you know, instead of just like 3 locations. It's kind of annoying. And then the stealth suit bugs and use 24 stims in 30 seconds. So you're angry because I accidentally brought an explosive to the divide.
Accident. Ignorance is a choice. The chip, a choice. As for anger, it is what I can.
Ignorance is a choice. I don't necessarily agree with that, Ulysses. And also, like, you give someone a package. They don't know what it is. They bring it to a place. It's filled with anthrax. Who's at fault? Is it the UPS driver who delivered the bottle of anthrax? Or is it the person who sent the anthrax? You know, especially if the person who doesn't actually know, like, what are they supposed to figure it out? And I think, like, again, it comes back to, I don't like this framing it as a choice. There is no choice given to the player. The player is being punished for something that they had no choice over. They're being punished for something that, again, I said earlier, the courier is set up like a blank slate character, where there's no real history given to you other than whatever you choose as you play. This is putting a history on you. This character is judging you for this history, and you had no choice in that history. You know, and same with like the chip. The game starts with you being shot in the head over it. You didn't have any choice whether you took the chip or not.
Carry for the dead, and all that come here.
The divide explosion, what? Did I kill your family, your wife, your children?
My family, my tribe lives. Its history died long ago, fell under the shadow of the bull, consumed by another symbol. No.
I do think, yeah, he also has this whole thing about, like, symbols. He's very like, okay, all these symbols of the old world, all these, the idea that these people are chasing, that, like, the NCR, Caesar's Legion, Mr. House, they're all chasing memories of the past, and that it's just going to lead to people making the same mistakes. You know, the NCR is taking things from pre-war America and California. The Caesar's Legion is taking stuff from Rome. House is from the pre-war. He is a living embodiment of the past. You know, he's rebuilding Vegas in his, you know, as much as he can to be what he remembers it as. And it's like, yeah, I kind of get like the idea of like, you know, but like, I feel like it's almost like he's like the opposite of like those who forget the past are condemned to repeat it. He's like the opposite, and the Brotherhood wants all. Yeah, the Brotherhood is obsessed with protecting the technology of the past. But all of these people have reasons why they want to do that, and you could argue that they're wrong. And again, he's like the opposite of, if you forget the past, you're doomed to repeat it. He's like, Ulysses is like, we should forget the past because we're going to make their mistakes again if we try to emulate them. And I get like what he's trying to say, but I think that all the other factions, except maybe Caesar's Legion, have good base reasons for why they act as they do. the NCR wants to make a republic, you know, in the form of the old US, because there was a lot of stability and progress that could be made under such a system. House wants to, you know, his ultimate goal is to send people into space and get off the planet, because, and, you know, wanting to sort of keep a spark of the old world alive. The Brotherhood sees technology in many ways as a danger because it's what destroyed everything, and they think that they should safeguard it. Like, there's good reasons to all these factions acting as Legion is order. Yeah, if you want to say that Legion has a good side, let's say like Legion is order above all. The idea that like the Wasteland is anarchy in its purest form, and that order is needed to secure something as truly anarchic as it is. I just don't get, like, again, it comes down to, I think, my read of Ulysses is he is a person who is deeply affected by the loss of the divide, and this is all cope. This is all cope and excuses for the fact that he is angry and wants revenge at someone or something for something that has happened. That, I think, is the real thing. He is making excuses for wanting revenge. That's how I read it.
This isn't about family or any common blood. It's blood shared by acts, not by chance.
All right, what now?
Your roads are not done. Haven't walked it full yet. Not nearly enough. The way ahead and below leads to the heart of the divide. And there, you and I, we'll have an ending to things.
All right.
At the end of the divide, through the trenches and wreckage, that's where you'll find me. My new home, here, amongst dead men. You and that machine. Keep your eyes on the tower that cuts the horizon. You'll find your way. Made it this far. Not much farther to go.
Cool. That's real cool, Ulysses. Real good soliloquy. We're gonna go back to the Mojave quick, because I'm fucking packed with a bunch of shit that I want to drop off. Who the fuck are you? I drank a Nuka-Cola quartz and now I have night vision. I think that's a Great Khan's hit squad. I think that's a modded thing, where factions other than the Legion and the NCR will send hit squads after you. Whew. Going back to my tiny Novak motel room to drop my shit off. I'm gonna go out into the, hopefully the sunlight, and I'm gonna see my equipment of, my selection of weird collectible or unique weapons I found. All right. So we had the pocket rocket, which is a gyrojet pistol. Don't have any ammo for it, unfortunately. Oh, I forgot. Nobody saw that. I got Butchie the Glock. It's Butchie the Glock. This is better than Big Chungus. It's a Glock, but bochi flavored. Oh wait, I gotta go. You can see it's a little blown out in the sunlight. Look, it's Bochi. She's on the gun, and it's pink. Bochi the Glock, and it even has the rear sights have the colors of her hairband or hair clip, and it's got melty faced Bochi on the side. I love this pistol so much. Bochi the Glock. Got this big fucking sniper rifle with a look at the fucking suppressor on this thing. It's an integral suppressor, and it's the entire barrel, because that's the receiver right there, and that's where the barrel starts, because the round is coming up and it's being chambered and put into there, like the bolt ends like somewhere around here, and it's just this huge suppressor. Oh, I got this thing. This is like the Call of Duty gun. It looks like a Call of Duty gun. It even has that. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. It even has the shit. It even has the like Call of Duty, or whatever. Like it looks Call of Duty-ish. This here, I'll aim the gun up, see if it appears better. Teeth. That thing. There it is. I don't know. I just think Call of Duty. Does it have a? Is it using a casket mag? Yeah, it is. It's using a casket magazine. Look. A casket mag. What does it fire? Can I get some ammo for this thing? 5.56.
Welcome. Come on in. Welcome back. Sure thing. Have a look.
So, how do you all the gun parts? What do you mean? So, let's reload. Yeah, so that's a casket mag. So a casket mag is a way of, it's a magazine that is essentially, it keeps like the kind of the silhouette of like a curved magazine like that, but has a shit ton of ammo. How do I know all the gun parts? Because I think guns are interesting. And it's very complex, the casket mag's internals, and they're oftentimes prone to jamming because they're not very good a lot of times. They're overly complex. You don't need a casket mag. Casket mag. Casket mag versus normal mag. Okay, I can't actually. I'm looking for a good image so I can put it on OBS. So a casket mag is like this. So this is a magazine. And normally, most magazines for like a thing like this are double stack, meaning they're like one of these two stacks, right? So imagine you cut off, like a normal magazine is usually like this kind of, but not off center. It's two double stacked. You see they're stacking double, so you can get a lot more ammo in a single, like a thin magazine. And they feed up singly into the receiver of the gun. A casket mag doubles it. So there's 4 stacks. It's quad stacked. And then they feed up, and then they feed up here, and then they single feed up into the gun. And because of that, there's just a lot of points where, okay, you have like the spring has to be good, so the spring doesn't fuck it up. And there's a lot of points where a round could pop, like not feed in the right direction and jam the entire fucking thing up. Also, they're heavy and, you know, a bit cumbersome because you're carrying twice the amount of ammunition sometimes. Are you a government agent? No, I just like, I've always found guns interesting. I've never actually even held a real gun. I've never held a real gun or fired a real gun. I just think guns are interesting. And I play a lot of first-person shooters, and whenever first-person shooters have real guns or semi-real guns, I like when they behave accurately. I like good reloads in video games. I like the YouTube channel Forgotten Weapons. I have guns and didn't know that. Well, the casket mags are very rare. They're not used very often. They're probably the most famous casket mag was used on the Suomi, which is I don't want to say, I can't remember if it's Finnish or Swedish, but casket mag Suomi. Casket mag or coffin mag, whatever, the same thing. I always call them a casket mag, but whatever. Yeah, the Suomi, it's a Finnish submachine gun that was used during World War II. It had a bunch of different types of magazines. It had a drum mag, it had the casket mag or coffin mag, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, that's probably the most famous one. Finnish based on the name? Yeah, it's Finnish, yeah. But, yeah. It's kind of weird that weird Call of Duty ass AR unique weapon has a fucking a casket mag on it. So, like, if you want to say that, like, if you want to look at, like, I'm trying to find a visual representation in game. Okay, so it's kind of off center, so it's not gonna work very well. But let's say that a normal person's, like a person with no experience or no knowledge of guns is this right left post, and then there's a super expert on guns. I'm like here. I know more than the average person, but I am not an expert in any way. Like, I'm not gonna be able to tell you, like, you know, off the top of my head, oh, that doesn't look good. Oops. I'm not gonna be able to tell you, like, you know, the fucking, like, you know, how, like, the muzzle velocity of a fucking round, or like the different loadings of rounds, or how many grains a bullet is and stuff like that. But like, you know, a lot of basic stuff. Like, I can identify guns. I can identify, like, some idea of, like, how it works and how it operates. So what we're going to do up here is we're going to shoot all these warheads. I like old surplus guns. Is that all the ones I can hit from here? For now. And we're going to switch to the anti-material rifle. And this thing is also based off of a real gun. Most of the guns in New Vegas are. All like the conventional ones are. This is, as you can see in this modded version on the side, it's kind of hard to see. I might be able to do it better in third person. You can see on the side, Hecate 2. The PGM Hecate 2. Big French sniper rifle. Oh, the robot's pushing me off the edge of the fucking building. Jesus. Some French special forces or some shit wanted a 50 caliber sniper rifle. And this is it. This is what they use as a 50 caliber sniper rifle. It is actually a proper sniper rifle. It's not like, for example, the... Oh, great, my UI has disappeared again. It's not like the Barrett, like the Barrett 50 cal. The Barrett 50 cal isn't like a sniper rifle. It's not like precision. The Barrett is not a sniper rifle. The Barrett is technically, I think, counts as an anti-material rifle, meaning it's meant to be used against, like you use it against ordnance. You want to blow up enemy ordnance, you use a Barrett. You want to shoot something like light vehicles or infantry in like light cover, like you would use a Barrett. It doesn't need to be pinpoint accurate. It doesn't need to be sniper rifle accurate. The Hec-8 is an actual sniper rifle in that it has big old 50 caliber round, but it also has the sniper rifle's accuracy, like an accuracy that would be like good. Now again, coming back to my lack of knowledge, I don't know shit about, you know, how accuracy is 100% measured in terms of gun, you know, minute of angle and all that shit. Oh my god, look at that. Look at that real-time reflection. Look at the real-time reflection mod in this. There's this there's this graffiti on the wall here, the divide, and look, when I turn around, look at that real-time reflection in the fucking scope. That's so fucking cool. Oh, that's awesome. Have you seen that German World War I anti-tank rifle? Are you talking about the Tankgewehr? Because the Tankgewehr is really cool. The Tankgewehr is a really cool weapon. It was pretty darn effective too, you know, because most tanks at the time did not have very good armor. that a big old bullet like that could get through it. One of the things I dislocate that shoulder. One of the things I kind of think is neat about the Tankgewehr is the fact that it's a German weapon and it's called the Tankgewehr, because I think this was before the Germans started using the term Panzer for tanks. Because when you look at World War II, what are all their tanks called? They're all called Panzers, and which is short for Panzerkampfwagen, and all of the anti-tank weapons they developed during the Second World War are called, you know, have Panzer in them somewhere. Panzer Schreck, Panzer Faust. Oh my god, I scoped in at the same time he started talking to me. I don't care. Okay, it is very easy to die in these upcoming parts because the marked men get nasty weapons. They start getting anti-material rifles. They start getting trail carbines. They start getting hunting revolvers, more so than they even had before. You gotta be real fucking careful. I don't know why this red marker is on my screen. That was weird. They fucking start throwing grenades at you. I don't know why Vats is missing headshots for some reason. Vats is shooting high. Put all these perks into Vats and now it's unreliable. I can't hit shit. And say they're also probably going to be getting weird, like, modded guns, too. So who knows what other kind of crazy shit they'll pull out. Oh, I'm so glad I have light step to just avoid all these satchel charges. Probably should stand further away. Man, look at that set piece. Look at that. Look at that production value. That building fell down. Wow. Actually, this might be a good spot to use my night vision. I can't see shit. Here it is. The elite riot gear. The really cool armor. Oh, I can't repair it with this armor. Now we look really, really cool. But we're gonna wear the other armor because this one's like, it's fucking broken for now. So, until we get to a repair place. This marked man had a sniper rifle. Okay, I thought he had an anti-material rifle. Ah, fuck. Enhanced battle rifle. What the fuck is this thing? Oh, it's an M14. Cool. I've done some fooling, this is why I never fell. 'Cause I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle, jingle, jangle. As I go riding merrily along, jingle, jangle. And they say, oh, ain't you glad you're single? And that song ain't so very far from wrong. Oh, yeah. That's my favorite New Vegas song. Is Jingle Jangle Jingle. Big Iron is great. I love Big Iron. But Jingle Jangle Jingle, I fucking love it. Oh, man, who would have thought that aiming with a bent front sight is actually very difficult? I always liked that detail of the survivalist rifle. The reason why the front sight it's broken, that the actual front sight post is broken. It's supposed to be in the middle, and that it's bent over so that the right post there is the actual sight. I like that. It does make it annoying because you gotta aim. You gotta be like, okay, right, keep that right post on your target. Although, to be fair, I guess you could just bend it back in place and maybe just use a bit of wire to fix it, but to just make a new front sight, but adds character to the weapon. Character.
Next week
Oh my God, please. Yes, I get it. The robot had a life. I get it. I kind of don't care. Oh, my eyes! Night vision.
Deep in the divide might have been your work. Wouldn't kill you. Maybe close.
I can't listen to this. It's so bright.
To unlock it.
Yep. Okay. He needed Edie to blow up the nukes. Yeah, and then. Oh God, I can't see. Oh, now I can. I wonder what we're gonna put points into. I'm probably gonna be unarmed then. Why is it so bright? Because I had night vision on and it's daytime. I was using night vision inside the building. Again, at the point where it's just I have all the perks I want. So, certified tech. You have a 25% chance to increase against critical hits against robots. That could actually be really useful for Old World Blues. Oh, this is the part where we get to fight some Deathclaws. And I got the perfect Deathclaw hunting tool. An anti-material rifle loaded with match-grade rounds. Oh, fuck. God, Deathclaws have such high perception, it's nuts. That didn't kill it. That did. How many stims do we have left? Oh, 30. We got tons. All right, let's fight the big one. The big boy. There he is, rawr. Wow. It's funny how games don't show how bad the recoil actually is. There is a mod in this that adds recoil. It's just I don't really have very many. I don't have any automatic weapons. You can see it's pretty good. Like here, I'll show you with the survivalist rifle. Oh, you mean like in terms of the physicality? Your shoulder would be so sore. Yes. Like, to be fair, like a rifle, like a 50 caliber rifle like this, you're not firing it like the courier does from the shoulder. You're firing it in like a crouched position with like a bipod, or from a prone position on the ground. You know, this thing, you know, you're not doing it like this. You're firing that thing on the ground, stabilized, you know, straight raw dogging it. Yeah, really. Well, have you ever seen the third-person animation for the anti-material rifle where you fire it and from without aiming? Look how you fire this thing like this. You just fucking kind of like point it in a direction. The courier is just built different. Hopefully that helmet has ear protection. Yeah, games, movies, TV shows, guns are loud and they never portray them accurately. Firing a gun in like a small enclosed area is just like asking for like at least temporary, if not permanent, hearing damage. I'm assuming this thing would have hearing protection. It's a full enclosed helmet. Like, it's not like... It probably does. It probably has some sort of like dampening, some futuristic hearing muffling thing. 9mm loud, just imagine a 50. Yeah. It reminds me of there's that one TV show. It went off. It like finished airing like 3-4 years ago now, but it had like 10 seasons. I love it. Archer, the spy animated one, about like the guy who's a spy and everything. One of the running jokes in that show is firing a gun in like close quarters and then everyone going like mop 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 because they can't hear, because their ears are just ringing. to the point where in like later seasons, the main character Archer just goes like, it's like it doesn't bother him anymore. It doesn't even like, it just sounds like, I can't remember what the expression he uses is, but like it's explaining that it doesn't sound like anything to him. Like it just sounds like a tiny, like, you know, it doesn't bother him anymore. I think Archer is still on. It is definitely not. They might be showing reruns, but there's no more TV shows. I don't think there's any more. Yes, I just looked it up. It only ended 2 years ago, in the end of 2023. I remember because they had like a huge, big. I see ads for it. They probably show reruns. It ran for 14 seasons. There's 145 episodes. It went from 2009 to 2023. So they probably still show reruns of it on like FX or whatever. Highly recommend it. It's a really good show. It's a really good show for the first 4 to 6 seasons, depending on your opinion. And then the remaining seasons are all kind of bad with certain bits of like good here and there. Which is as expected for a show that goes on that long. Yep, 2009. I used to watch it like when it was coming out. I thought it started in like 2015. Nope, 2009. I was watching it like maybe a year or two after it came out. Like caught up like on the second or third season, and watching it like as it came out, and then I kind of fell off after like season 5 or 6, and then like I looked it up last year, and I'm like, oh my god, this show actually ended. I was surprised, and now I'm being shot at. And I went back and I watched all of, like I started from the beginning and watched everything again, and then all the stuff I hadn't seen, the new stuff, and man. Is the later seasons suck. There comes a point where a show should just stop. Many shows don't. And they keep going. Milking the cow, yeah. It's like, I think it's rare for a show to have like a thing where most of the seasons are good. To the point, or like at least to the point where it's, oh my fucking. He's invisible. He has a fucking stealth boy on. Ooh, I can think of like, Star Trek Deep Space Nine. 7 seasons, and all of them are pretty good, in my opinion. And the story ends. Is it the best ending? No, but it's an ending. Like, it fucking ends. It's done, it's over, and it like wrapped things up as, you know, in a way that, like, sure, was it the best ending? No, but like it actually tried to close it out. You know, it's a show that fucking gets significantly worse as it goes on. The X-Files. Watching the X-Files recently. First 3-4 seasons, great, amazing, love them. Season 5, Season 6, Season 7, Season 8. Oh no. I didn't even bother watching Season 9. Especially when it's clear that for like the long storyline that they had in X. Oh my god, I got killed by another one invisible. When did I last fucking save? Jesus. I don't watch TV shows that much. Usually I don't. I usually... Like, I don't watch too many shows, TV shows, that's for certain. I only... Oh my god, don't tell me the game's gonna crash. Don't... You can't really see it, but the spinner, the loading spinner has stopped. Yep. Game dead. I got alt tab out of it. I gotta close it. And it's done the thing where it's locked my mouse in, and I have to use the keyboard alone to just navigate Task Manager. Oh, it's so annoying. Absolute cinema. Like, I watch like a handful of TV shows, and I just go back and watch them again every once in a while, and I just cycle through them. I rewatch The X-Files, I rewatch Star Trek Deep Space Nine, I rewatch The Sopranos. I've just realized that all three of those shows are like early, or like 90s to 2000s shows. Come on. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. They're stuck out in the fucking, in the Pine Barrens. He's an interior decorator. That's one of like the best. He's an interior decorator. He killed 16 Czechoslovakians. Oh my god. I love it's like you know, Tony's like fucking like trying to get it across to them. It's like he fucking killed 16 Chechenian rebels and all that, like, you know, this seriousness, and and Paulie says that shit as if it's like dead serious. If it's like, whoa, gotta be careful. Like as if that was actually what he fucking said. Oh, that episode's good. Oh, that episode's real good. That show is weird. I like The Sopranos, but it's weird. It was only maybe like a year or two ago that I actually watched The Sopranos for the first time, and when I got to the last season, I had known from my memory of the reaction at the time. I didn't watch it growing up because I was too young for it, and it was just like, it's not something I would have watched. But I remember like the hoopla over how bad the ending of the final episode was, and I genuinely thought like I missed something. Like when the ending happened, I'm like, wait, what? That's how the show ends? It's like it was a mistake. It looks like it was a mistake when it was like for like half a second I thought my fucking like copy of the show just like broke, like that the episode was broken, that the file was corrupted or something. For some reason, Vats is shooting high. I'm gonna pick up surgical tubing. Where did I pick up 52 cherry bombs? He's an interior decorator. All right, we're almost here. We've made it to King Yap Yap's fucking base. Get to hear him yap more. Well, I'll show you how I actually usually deal with him. Have you watched Breaking Bad? I have. It's been a while. It's been at least a couple years. Maybe I'm gonna say 3 or 4 years since I last saw it. I feel, and that was my second watch through of it. And I have to say, I don't like it as much as I did the first time. I feel like a lot of that show is almost like silly in a lot of ways, if that's the best word for it. I don't think it's bad. Like, I think it's far from bad, but it's just I don't know if I would ever watch it again. I liked Better Call Saul a little bit better. I would say I was a hater when it first came out. I watched it when I first came out a bit, and I don't really like. It was kind of just like, yeah, I'm watching it. I don't mind it. It's not terrible. I'm not, you know, crazy about it. And then I finally went through and watched it again, like I said, a couple years ago, from like completely. And like some parts feel like, I don't know. Some parts feel kind of weird, and the last season I don't really like. And like I'm gonna struggle to like remember it now, but like I feel like the last season of it feels it feels like, you know, you had an interesting villain that was built up over seasons and was there, and then you killed him, and then there's another season where there's like another villain who isn't as interesting. I watched The Walking Dead at the time. The Walking Dead turned terrible. It's funny because shortly before The Walking Dead as a show came out, like maybe like a year or two before The Walking Dead came out, I read the comic. I read the Walking Dead comic. I bought this huge fucking book. It's like 2.5, 3 inches thick of like almost, I think it was almost everything or like maybe 1 or 2 issues, only missing 1 or 2 issues of the comic. So I read the entirety of the comic, or like to the point, from the start to like the end of the prison arc, and I was like, whoa, this is fucking grim and brutal. The comic is like, some of the shit that happens in it is unhinged. I don't know if they actually did anything anywhere near as horrid as they did in the comic, but like there were some parts where it was like I was probably like 16 at the time, and I was still like, this is making me sick. Like I'm actually kind of sick to my stomach. And so when I remember watching like the first couple episodes of like maybe like the first half season of The Walking Dead, and being like, this isn't really following the comic as much as I would like, and then I stopped watching. The Walking Dead turned into Fallout. Oh no. That could mean a lot of things. Not many of them good. Oh, with the factions? Oh. I haven't used any of these grenades. I'm just going to sell them. Do I not? Oh, 4570 gov. Do I not see 12 here? They don't have any 12. Okay. Don't have any normal 12.5. So, we're about to enter Ulysses' temple, and I'm gonna show you a couple ways on how to handle it. So the way that I think the game expects you to handle it is to go up there and talk to Ulysses and have a big stupid conversation that ends with you either talking him down or a big stupid boss fight. Or you could do this. Lull. Oh, look at me, I'm Ulysses. I'm gonna stand with my back to the door and dramatically wait for the courier to come up to me and have a conversation. That's real funny. Nah, dog, you caused all my suffering. Exactly. It's funny because they actually try to make a boss fight out of this area. Like, they try to make a boss fight out of him where he has two little Eyebots that come out. One of them heals him and one of them repairs the other Eyebot, I think. And you have to, like, kill the Eyebots. And, it's like an actual attempt at a boss fight in this game. But, like, you could also just shoot him. Although, at this point, too, it's also very easy to... Oh, I just realized there's a huge, like, missing texture over there. Please ignore that. It's literally been like maybe like 6 playthroughs since I ever spoke to Ulysses in this final room. I just shoot him now. I'm sick of his shit. Like, he can go to hell. You should play BioShock. I have played BioShock more times than I can count. BioShock is real good. What is this? Why is there a missing texture here? What did I do? What did I do wrong? Like, DLC Cliff Canyon Lonesome Road.esm. I don't know why this fucking... That's so weird. What about Metro? I have played all of the Metro games. I really like the first 2. I feel like Metro Exodus is not very good. I feel like, man, the Metro Exodus is like, why are we not in the Metro? That was one of the coolest things about the game, is that it was all taking place in a big, huge subway system. And now it's just like generic post-apocalypse. I remember when the first Metro game came out, I read the book. I bought the book and I read the first Metro book shortly after playing it for the first time, and that was really fun. So it is very, well, not super different, but it's pretty different from the game. Specifically, like, one of the big things I remember, and I'm pretty sure, in the first book, Artyom, the protagonist, the player the character you are in the game, he doesn't even pick up a gun.
Experiment log 3692.
Well, yes, please blow yourself up. And Edie saves the day by canceling the nuclear launch. Oh my god. God, they love that explosion and screen shake effect so much. Oh my, stop. Oh no, the robot. I never realized the missile goes back into the silo. Maybe we should, like, blow it up. Maybe, or not blow it up. Maybe we should, like, disable it. I don't know. All right, now everyone get your popcorn. You gotta fucking listen to the video.
Of the struggle, only one courier remained in the heart of the divide. The true courier. Courier 6. The courier tore the ancient flag of the Commonwealth from its cables.
No, I didn't.
And cast
I did not give this asshole anywhere near that much
A
respect.
sign of respect or in anger for what had been endured.
Fallout New Vegas
to
2
reach
Ulysses
this
Jr.
moment.
Revenge.
That is unknown. Interpretation is something
Written
best
by
left to
Emil
history,
Pagliarulo.
and only the surviving courier would ever know.
You play as Ulysses Jr. going out of the vaults to go find your father or get revenge for your father. You are truly the new Fallout New Vegas. Maybe the Fallout
As
New
for the
Vegas was
courier,
the friends we made
she
along the
turned
way.
her back on her home for the second time.
I hate this
and
dialogue.
made
I
her way
hate.
back,
Shut up.
navigating
Shut up.
treachery
I
of the
this
divide.
wasn't my whole. You
Tunnelers
fucking
and the
gaslighting
marked men
psychopath.
Avoided
Shut
the
up.
lone figure, as if recognizing
This
the
DLC is just
courier's
Ulysses'
right
TED
passage.
Talk. He's like, you're a captive
Or
audience for his fucking TED
out of
Talk.
fear. The courier walked until she stood again upon the edge of the divide, the last road she would walk before the second battle for Hoover Dam. There, beside her feet, was a final package.
Was a footlocker
from
filled
one
with
courier to another.
Ulysses'
A
spank bank.
footlocker bearing a gift and a message. But that message, it is something for couriers to carry, and for them alone. The lights flickered across the divide, reminders that the old world history
Word count. I wonder what how many words of dialogue does
present.
Ulysses have in this
It
DLC?
said, war,
And how many of
war
them are Bear,
never
Bull, and
changes.
Divide?
Women do. Through the roads they walk. And this road has reached its end.
I love doing these DLCs out of order because it makes the story feel schizophrenic. I did it. I get a special point. I did it. I stopped the thing. Courier, I hate you, so here's a gift. No. You see, Ulysses wasn't a gigantic asshole. He was actually teaching you a lesson or some shit, and he was your friend or whatever. I don't know. He's a kindred spirit or some shit. You know, you two are mirrors of each other or whatever. Well, that's that DLC done, and literally the only reason I do it is for this armor. It's just for this armor. Because it looks real good. It is also, it's good armor too, like, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, it's actually been recategorized as medium armor instead of heavy. It's actually another package you have to take and start a new story about blowing someone else's town. No. I have to do a Ulysses. I have to give the package to someone, to another courier, have them blow up a place I care about, and then I get to be Ulysses for them. That's what happens. Why am I selling the hollow points? The story repeats itself. It's like poetry, it rhymes. Thank you, George Lucas. Whatever mod changes the map icons, I like it. I like how all the NCR places are little bears. I like how the dam is a little dam, like they're nicer pictures. I like how the Abandoned Brotherhood of Steel Bunker is a little, look at that. It's a little Sierra Madre logo. It's really, really cute. You know, Prim is the little Bison Steve. Yeah, it's really neat. If Bethesda makes another Vegas, oh, I can't wait for them to, like, I can't fucking wait for the inevitable, either through whatever they do with the Fallout TV show or whatever they do if they make a Fallout on the West Coast. I can't wait for them to just shit all over the original Fallout lore, to just fucking decimate it to fucking pieces, to scatter it to the wind, to destroy anything serious or interesting about this setting, about this IP, and to just fill it full of fucking trash garbage, and for fucking idiots to defend it. To just fucking gobble it up. NCR and Legion died because of the Enclave. Everyone's dead. Yeah, well, the NCR, like, Brotherhood is the only group. Yeah, again, Bethesda with their obsession with the Brotherhood. Bethesda, like, I don't know. Like, God. And especially when, like, apparently the TV show is canon. Like, the TV show is canon to the games. Like, that's in the Fallout canon.
So you're back. Give me a shout. So you're back.
Easy. What do you need done? This is like an unmarked quest that you can do.
Great.
I might do it later. You can get this machine from it. So the Legion won the dam if the NCR is basically destroyed. I don't know. I've only seen like people's reactions and like summaries of the Fallout show because it looked like fucking trash garbage that I didn't want to waste my time watching. I've heard that it's essentially cataclysmic in terms of what it does to the lore. I would not be surprised. Legion doesn't exist. I'm gonna say it. Legion doesn't exist. In when Bethesda's gonna do whatever they do, whether it be in the show or in a new game, the Legion doesn't exist. The NCR is destroyed. New Vegas is gonna be. If Mr. House ever even shows up in like the post-apocalypse, in anything that Bethesda makes, he's going to be clowned. He's going to be clownified. He's going to be made into he's going to be turned into a mustache twirling villain. And it's going to suck. Classic Bethesda hates what it doesn't make. I honestly think that that's part of it. I honestly think, and I've said it before, there have been 4 3D Fallout games since. So you had Fallout 1 and Fallout 2. Those were the Interplay ones. Bethesda buys Fallout. Bethesda makes 3 Fallout games, and then there's a 4th that was a spin-off, New Vegas, made by a different company. Of those 4 3D Fallout games, or post-Interplay Fallout games, 3 is barely hanging on in terms of its reputation. Like 3 is like people kind of like it, but I feel like a lot of people haven't played it since it came out. 4 is like real bad. 4 is stripped of like everything good that the series had. And 76 was a fucking unmitigated disaster. The only one that is even half good, the one that is considered a fucking classic, that is considered maybe one of the best games ever made, that still gets played, that gets fucking memed on, or not memed on, gets memed and gets, you know, and that has like a fucking following and all that, is New Vegas. The one they didn't make. Fuck, the only one that has like a fucking coherent story, an interesting story, is this one. The Brotherhood turns from a small xenophobic group to a superpower. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. They're going to pick the dumbest things. Like, if you can think of a dumb idea for Fallout, that's probably what Bethesda's going to do. Dumb and surface level. Like, they're not going to do any sort of, like, interesting thing about anything. They're not going to have, like, don't expect, like, it's going to be, everyone's got to be squabbling in the dirt. Don't expect anyone to have, like, you know, anything like an NCR versus Caesar's Legion. They don't want that. They want it to be Mad Max. No big factions, no nothing like that. You know? Expect all the characters to act as if they barely have an IQ above room temperature. God damn it. God damn it. Like, I don't know how anyone could have a good, a hopeful outlook on whatever Bethesda makes next after how disappointing and underwhelming what is that game even called? Starfield. I think Starfield has exposed Bethesda for people who just, they can't make games anymore. Bethesda that made the Bethesda that made Morrowind is long dead. They're like archaeology dead, you know, like digging up fucking ancient ruins dead. The Bethesda that made Oblivion and Skyrim even is dead. Like, they can't make games. Man. You know, how does it feel to see all of your favorite beloved franchises go down in flames? Feels great. Feels great. You know, it's like I've said it before. Sometimes, like, it's that line from Pet Sematary. Sometimes dead is better. Sometimes I wish they would just stop. Stop. Don't make another Fallout game. Don't
Hey
make
there.
another Elder Scrolls game.
Here's the rest of the payment I promised you back in goods.
Just don't. Like, stop marionetting the fucking corpse of something I used to like.
Welcome to the Crimson Caravan Company New Vegas branch. What may I do for you? I'm afraid we have no current openings for caravanners or guards, but I am in need of a runner. Deliver this invoice to Dr. Hildern. You can find him somewhere inside Camp McCarran.
Hey.
Oh, well, the tower shows up in this world space too. That's good. The Freeside sign doesn't really work. The lights don't actually stick to the sign very well, so it doesn't look good when you focus on it. It looks nice. Yeah, it looks good, but it would be nicer if it worked. If the lighting effect actually went on. Now it's gone into an LOD, so it doesn't look. It looks even worse, but it's neat. It would be really cool if it worked, but like good attempt, A for effort. Now that looks good. Now that took 3.5 hours of work. Okay, 3.5 hours of troubleshooting. Let's be fair. It really wasn't work. It was troubleshooting. And it is not perfect. Here, I'll show you when we get to Camp McCarran how there's still some bugs with this tower. I'll just teleport. Why am I running there? So, as you can see, it just disappears. When you're in this part of Vegas, it just disappears, the tower. And then
Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
you back up, and it should appear soon. There it is. Yeah, I don't know why it's LOD is it because this is okay. Watch, you see it fades out like an LOD. Watch, gone. I don't know why the LOD is set so like it has like a dead zone here around here. It's really weird. I am not going to bother to try to fix that. Shouldn't it be the other way around? No, actually, the whole point of that mod is so that Mr. House's giant phallic tower is seen from everywhere. It shouldn't fade out at all. Nope, not in this room. I always forget where this fucking guy is. This building sucks. This building's the worst place to navigate. The shaft of the Mojave, exactly.
A pleasure to meet you. I'm Dr. Thomas Hildern, Director of Operations, OSI East. I presume you're here about Vault 22?
No, I have an invoice.
From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
You mentioned Vault 22?
Wonderful. Straight to it then. Have you signed the release forms? No? Doesn't matter. We'll keep that to ourselves. Vault 22. Where to begin?
Same in sales pitch. Tell me what to do.
All right. Straight to the point. I believe that the inhabitants of Vault 22 unlocked the secrets of vegetative growth. Plants are spilling from their gate. No one tends them. No one waters them. Yet they multiply and spread in all directions. Find the reason for this miraculous growth, and I promise you the OSI will see that you are generously compensated.
All right.
Good. No need to check in with the NCR authorities.
Easy Vault. This Vault sucks. This Vault is a maze.
A server room on a lower level where they would have backed up their research data. A computer room, you understand? Download all the information on the central server to your Pip-Boy, and you'll be certain to bring me any notes or samples that you find, won't you?
All right. I'm sure this man is trustworthy.
Did Dr. Hildern... This really isn't any of my business, but did he give you a job? I shouldn't say anything. I know that. But you're not the first person Hildern sent out to the vault. There were a lot of mercs, one after another. None of them came back. Then about a week ago, there was a scientist, Keeley. She's unusual. Not the sort of person you'd expect, but she's an absolute genius. And he didn't mention her? Not even her name? Or any of the other mercs?
No.
But now he's hired you, which means one of two things. Either he heard back from Keeley, and she failed, or he's given up on her. Listen, I make a fair wage, but I'm not rich, not by any means. Maybe my kind of money wouldn't appeal to your average merc, but I'm willing to pay you if you'll find Keeley and make sure she's safe. Isn't right leaving her out there. No idea if she's alive or dead.
All right. I'll try, but no promises.
That's all I ask. She might even be
I
able to
use Salt Upon Wounds Power Fist and cleared it out. Are you one of the rare, insane people who uses unarmed? Guys, man, there's perfectly good guns all over the wasteland. You just point and shoot. I wanted to save on ammunition. Oh, okay.
Welcome back. Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
Hey, what?
As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
What's a gunrunner
The
job?
quality of the gunrunners' armaments is due to their manufacturing process. They craft all weapons on site.
How do you break into the
I wanna know
gunrunners?
the secrets
Easy,
of their
actually.
manufacturing process, which means you'll need to find some way to get inside their heavily guarded factory. I would greatly prefer that you perform this job undetected and without killing anyone, if it can be helped.
I'll see what I can do.
Go back to work.
Actually, I think.
Welcome, Sir Orman.
Should we have a sale? Shit. Damn it. I don't have a stealth boy. We'll try it with that one. Okay, never mind. We'll go get a stealth boy. Next time we find a stealth boy, I'll do that. Why am I going? Oh, hard. I'm just following the quest objective mindlessly now. Whoops. Hi, Cass. Are you drinking still?
You come around like a bad habit. What's on your mind? They want to buy Cassidy caravans? Don't they know it's burned to ash? No. Even times being what they are. Not sure I'm looking to sell. Even for all the whiskey in Reno. Mojave happened. Hit by raiders packing some heavy firepower. Can't believe the Crimson Caravan haven't heard. So if you want to buy all of Cassidy caravans, you're looking at it. And what I got in my pockets. Still.
Batty, calm down.
Not looking to sell.
She's also like supposed to be like 45, I think.
If someone came up to you and offered you 1,000 caps for your name, would you take it? Actually, you know what? Fuck it. I don't want to hear your answer anyway. Point is, I made the caravan what it is. It's mine.
I think she also has a heart condition. I think in one of the endings, doesn't she straight up die? Like, she has a heart attack and she dies.
Alice McLafferty, eh? No, I see the
She has
and I know
she inherited a heart condition from her father, who was a companion
Dad
from
would
Fallout
spin
2.
like a twister if he ever heard I sold our name for anything. Look, I know you came all this way, and that takes some drive, especially these days. Just doesn't feel right. Trading history for a slip of paper.
I don't know what to choose. I don't remember this quest.
What did you just say to me? 'Cause you sure as hell got my attention now.
I may be honest, I'm not blinded by pride.
That's fair. But there's been that voice inside me saying the same thing, and whiskey wasn't killing it. Give me that paper. I'll put my name to it. No sense trying to hold the past between your fingers when it's nothing but dirt. All right. There you go. Caravan's yours. Feel kind of relieved, actually. Guess I didn't realize how much I was carrying around with just the name.
Okay, bye.
It's all stirred up lately?
What? Did I break the quest?
You come around like a bad That's the question I've been asking myself. No idea. Maybe head back west? Though the idea of heading back there with my tail between my legs isn't appealing.
Buy her some whiskey.
Where? Like Vegas? Shoot and spit enough friends out. East? Get put in one of Caesar's little camps? No thanks. Head back west? I already know the big circle and everyone in it, except now I go back there ruined. Never really realized how small the Mojave's getting nowadays. Hard to find a place to go that's worthwhile.
If your world's a whiskey bottle, there's more out there.
Oh, that's got just the right bite of judgment to it. Stings a little, too. Did you hear that from a follower's preacher? I bet you could preach all day. Who knows what other little bits of wisdom might spill out. Walking the Mojave with you can't be any worse than here, that's for sure. All right, I'm in.
Legion protects trade, lady. Yeah, but like all it takes is someone unscrupulous to be like, "You're a slave now."
We won't go quietly.
What then? Hi, Cass. I like her picture on the left. Her little companion picture. Angry woman, angry face, pip boy lady, or vault boy lady, vault girl.
Hey.
New face in the outpost.
Well, now that I'm free of the outpost, was wondering if you'd mind making a detour. I'd like to pay my respects to the end of Cassidy caravans. Check out the site where they died. Upside of Vegas, hear tell? Trapped at the Mojave outpost, so I wasn't able to run there when I heard. Been weeks since it was hit, so the site's probably a Cazador nest.
Don't say that. Don't mention those things.
Only wishful thinking on my part, most likely. At the least, I'd like to pay my respects. I got them into this mess. I owe them that much. Thanks. I appreciate it. Some of the caravan might be ash, but we were expecting raiders and over-inquisitive NCR border guards. There might be something left. If I'm there with you, shouldn't be hard to spot. And I'd prefer to see the bodies with my own eyes.
Cazador. What did I say? What am I saying it wrong?
So glad you iced that little fucker. Anyone that wears a suit like that, well, they're asking for bullets.
You know what's funny? I don't know any of the companions' dialogue because I never bring them along for anything. Oh, Cazador. Oh, okay, Kaz. Fuck. God damn it.
So, you talked to a big movie screen. Feeling like I'm walking down a yellow brick road and there's bad news at the end. Does it come with its own death claw? Trust me, if you can't see it, something just as nasty.
Raul is the best.
Whole lucky 38. The idea that there's this casino in the middle of a town of people and only you're ever let inside feels like other places I've been. Something that isolated from everyday folks starts to take on a bad shine.
No, it's just run by a weirdo. It's
All right,
run
then.
by Odo from Deep Space Nine.
First Vegas, now NCR and Legion. You're being courted more than a Redding widow. Hope you can answer them.
I like how we're going through every single bit of main story dialogue, one after the other. So how do I give her a whiskey? Do I just like put it in her inventory?
Not sure if I chose it or it chose me. Dad ran a bar a long
This woman
time
is dead
ago.
from
It was a labor
cirrhosis
of
in
love,
like
Mom
10
said.
years tops.
Didn't sound like it made her happy. Still, I'm guessing I got some of Dad's love of whiskey in me because the
How
burn
hard
suits
is
me
it to get a
fine.
liver transplant
Used to call me Whiskey Rose
in the
back west
post-apocalypse?
before I punched enough people, so now they say it, but quiet, and when I'm not around. Yeah, on account of my name. And the blossoms on my cheeks when I drink too much. Won most of those fights, too. Can take a hell of a punch and give it right back when I've got a bottle in me. It's all in how you drink it, though. There's a trick to it. When we pass the bottle, I'll show you how it's done. Still looking for a place to pitch your tent? NCR, Legion, or Vegas. Seems like each of them's a bear trap, no matter where you put your foot.
Fuck, how do I do this? I can't. I think it's through. Aha. Use mouse 2.
Did you know the strips all
Hold mouse 2. Okay. Use.
Hey. Did you know the strip's all stirred up lately?
Whoa.
That tower
Whoa.
the one you can see from miles?
Whoa. I don't know what I'm doing with this mod.
Howdy.
Put it in her inventory. Okay, you use wheel up and down to scroll between commands. Hold mouse 2, then scroll to move a command up and down. Use wheel to select the command.
Let's see what you
got. Alright, you got your whiskey, lady.
Careful where you flash that chip of yours. Not sure what kind of caps it's worth, but it's a
Does she just drink it eventually?
Evening.
Come on, do something.
Hey. Evening.
I wonder, can I have multiple companions with this mod? With their, because it feels like this thing would be like. Use mouse 2 to return to companion selection. Why is she standing like that? I don't know. I don't use companions in this game. Right now you're seeing the most I've used a companion. Like, who else we got? We got Bun, and we got Arcade.
Safe travel through freeze.
Well now, what's all this?
I just want to see if we can get more than one companion with this. Or if it's one human companion only. Arcade is a wild name. Yeah. I'm so happy that it works here in Freeside. Oh, it was so difficult to get it to work. Giant tower. Where is he? Look for the big nerd. There he is.
Hi. If you're looking for medical
glasses
help,
are all
try
fucked
the other
up.
doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries. Stim packs out of barrel cacti.
His last name is Gannon.
Fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
He's Enclave. Kill him. The Enclave. Oh yeah. I wonder if there's any actual like dialogue. Well, I don't know how much they could do with Tale of Two Wastelands, but like it could be interesting because my character is technically the lone wanderer from DC. They've had a lot of experience with the Wasteland, or with the Wasteland, with the, well, that too, but with the Enclave. They like a lot. I blew up Raven Rock. I've killed probably at least low hundreds of Enclave soldiers.
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere. I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
You fucker.
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river. Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes.
Imagine being in the post-apocalypse and learning
followers have
Latin.
extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar. I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique.
Yeah, he has a really, you can sell him into slavery to the Legion, and Caesar uses, like, keeps him as like a personal. Caesar really likes him because he's very intelligent and he likes being able to talk to him and all that sort of stuff. But one day he takes a scalpel to his own neck and just kills himself to get out of it. And Caesar is apparently like crushed by it. He's like, no.
Oh, sorry. There's nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Agave makes like I've had agave in something. Have I had what is agave? I feel like I've had something with agave. Agave. Does agave juice exist? I've had something like agave syrup or juice or something in it. It was really nice.
Certainly. Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much.
It was good. It was really sweet. I liked it. Oh yeah, I just looked it up again. This guy, the voice actor for this guy is he played Shazam in those Shazam movies, and a bunch of other stuff too, probably.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you? That seems appropriately resolute and yet vague. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and go with you, but let me be clear about something. If you plan to help Caesar's Legion, this is going to be a brief relationship. I may not have all the answers for how to fix Freeside's problems, but
I
Caesar
genuinely
taking
have
control is a
only
part of the solution.
of
Fair?
20,000 playthroughs of New Vegas. I have sided with Caesar once just to see it, and that was probably like 7 years ago.
All right, let's not waste any time. There are people out there to help, things to learn. Maybe not in that order, but let's get to it.
Hey, we can have multiple companions. Cool. I can do what I'm doing in Skyrim and ruin the balance of the game by bringing in 20 people with me. Who else can we collect? See, I could go get Boone, but Boone has the issue where he automatically starts shooting at Legion when he sees them. Boone is a little prejudiced, let's say, against the Legion. I think he has more than a reason. A person did sell his wife into slavery with them, and then he killed her. Boone is like PTSD in a human being, like incarnate.
Freeside's a dangerous place, my friend.
Get the Brotherhood chick? See, but I like blowing up her bunker and then telling her I blew it up. Get fucked, Veronica. Here she is, dressed up like a fucking fantasy druid.
No offense, but you look like you've traveled a long way down some bad roads. Where'd you come from?
The DC, actually.
Wow, you have come a long way then. I've never been there, but I've met some traders who pass that way. Well, welcome then. I'm Veronica. I live in a hole in the ground.
You live in a hole in the ground?
Well, a bunker, if you want to get technical. I think it sounds more interesting my way. But I'm not there much anymore. I'm usually out here picking up food and supplies for my family, whatever they need.
Just leave your family in a bunker?
Yeah, I'm not worried. They can handle themselves. But somebody has to get the groceries, know what I mean? And actually these days, I think they'd rather have me out here anyway. But that's a whole other story. So listen, can I ask you something on the level? I had a run-in with this group calling themselves the Brotherhood of Steel.
Oh, I know the Brotherhood of Steel.
Do you know anything about them?
Granted, the Brotherhood of Steel on the East Coast might as well be a completely different group than the one on the West Coast. Stopped caring about their agenda the moment I left DC, and I never looked back.
Well, that shouldn't be a problem for me. I can't afford anything like that. Hey, so where are you headed anyway?
Yeah.
This is quite a journey you're going on then. Must be an interesting relationship
Then get
to
Raoul.
have brought you all this way.
I don't remember where
I'll be
Raoul
honest,
is.
You're the first person I've run across out here that
Is
looks
he
like
on
can
Black?
really
Is he
handle
in
herself.
Black Mountain?
There are places I've never been to that'd be too dangerous for just me. What do you think? Maybe we could travel together.
Where is
Help
Raoul?
each other out.
He is on. Okay. Okay. Well. Oh man, we might have to do that then. Damn.
Now you're talking. One thing you should know first, though. I ask you about the Brotherhood because I'm one of them. I know,
No way.
I know, but I had to know how you react when I told you. We have made a lot of enemies. You still okay bringing me along? I'm great at punching people. I'm not gonna lie. It's a gift. Well, thanks for taking a chance on a naive young girl from California with stars
Just
in her
sneak and
eyes
turn
a
on the
pneumatic
Mr. Handy
gauntlet
and all
in
the
her
super
hand.
mutants leave.
Let's hit the road, huh?
Or I can continue my mutant genocide from the East Coast here. Fuck all super mutants forever. They suck. There's like a dozen good super mutants in the entire thing. In the entire game. We can go north. We can go through Quarry Junction now. We've got the fucking... I got guns. Got guns. Actually, I'm not gonna waste good ammo on fucking powder gangers first, though. The powder gangers. What a pathetic faction. Does anyone ever do the powder gangers quests ever? The powder gangers were one of the things that was left on the cutting room floor. They didn't get finished. Like, I usually, and I might do it at a different time, I usually just head there and kill every single person in that prison. I shoot all of the powder gangers. Oh no, coyotes.
In no mood for hunting.
I cleared the prison, then I ran into a patrol and they told me to have a good day. The reputation system working as intended. Oh, I forgot I haven't even gone to Sloan yet here. Sloan, the town that exists to tell you to go the other direction. The point of this town is to say, go the other way. You will die. Level 2 courier, you're not making it past this way.
Hold up. There are death claws all over the damn place north of here. I'd turn back if I were you. If you want to get to New...
Yeah, I know. There's also a couple other things to do. You heal Snuffles. Your leg appears to be injured. Clean the wound with antibiotics. Expertly bind Snuffles' leg. Snuffles is a good one. Also repair their generator.
Watch out!
What? We being attacked? The NPCs are losing their mind. What is it? Is that like a random Mr. Gutsy? Okay, weird.
You need something?
I fixed your generator.
It's nice to see things going the way they're supposed to for...
I fixed Snuffles' leg.
I'd noticed Snuffles limping, but I didn't realize the problem was that serious. Thanks. That beast helps keep spirits up around here.
I like how they keep the mole rat around as like a dog mascot. All right, Black Mountain time. It's time for Neil to pop out of nowhere and run up into our face and go, "You shouldn't be here, human." It's like, Neil, please, personal space. Oh, really? Come on. I'm going to say draw distance is making me miss these shots because... I'm using the good ammo here. I hand load this ammo myself. Got him. I can't tell. Is that one dead? No, it's moving. The medicine stick is the greatest weapon in this entire game. Survivalist rifle comes very, very close, second. Medicine stick is like art. Oh, for fuck's sake. Body. God, the Wasteland cowboy lever gun revolver aesthetic is so good. Look at this. I look so fucking cool. This is the power fantasy. This is the power fantasy men truly want, to be a Wasteland cowboy. Men either want to be a Wasteland post-apocalyptic cowboy or they want to be a future space exploration cowboy.
This is a dangerous place, human, especially for your kind. I suggest you turn back. There's nothing good waiting for you further on. You must have heard her radio broadcasts. Though why a human would follow her invitation here is
Look at how
beyond
nice
me,
and crispy those
unless you didn't listen
LODs
very
are in the
closely.
back.
The
Look at
voice on
that.
the radio belongs to Tabitha, the supreme commander of Black Mountain, or as she calls it, the
Look
state
at the
of
2
Utopia.
polygons making that
She
dome.
took control of this place almost 2 years ago. The super mutants here do whatever she says, and she says humans are to be killed on sight.
You've had enough of Tabitha. What if you had some
Help
help?
would improve the odds. Help might just make the difference. All right, if you're good enough at what you do to meet me in the village up near the peak, we can talk further. I'll have a plan by the time I see you, if I see you. Good luck. It's going to be a lot harder for you to get up there than it will
I like
be
how
for
your
me.
lip sync stopped working. It's okay. It's okay. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, children, we're gonna go hunt super mutants. Everyone hold on to your butts. Oh, they killed one already. Holy shit. Okay, so I have a question. Next level, we're gonna hit 100 skill points in everything. What happens? Does the game like soft lock if you don't have enough space to put in points? I've never had this happen before. Like, am I going to have to use a console command to knock a skill down just to make sure there's room? God, I guess we'll find out. Wow, Veronica really is good. She just punches shit and it dies. The girl did say she was good at punching. That girl sure can punch good. Grenade. As long as there's no super mutant overlords, this won't be too bad. Super mutant overlords can go to hell. They're awful. They've got like 1,250 health. They take forever to die. Miserable, miserable, miserable enemy to fight. Is that Neil? Look at him run. Look at this man. Look at him go. He run. I do like how Neil has no qualms with you shooting all his super mutant companions, friends, people. Know what I mean? Like, he just like, whatever. Yeah, sure, I don't like them either. Fucking kill them all. I say, might as well do this while we're here. Grab the... Ooh! Unique weapon. Oh, 2 unique weapons. Fucking... this thing, I'm guessing it was moved there. by a mod, because usually you find it somewhere else. And it's missing textures. Good. Oh no. Oh no, that doesn't look right at all. Mojave Thunder. It's a Barrett 50 cal with a night vision scope and a desert, what's it called? Desert camo. Add those to the weapon pile back at the base. I don't know why I'm using the fucking. Maybe I switched my base over from the shitty Mojave, or not Mojave. What is it called? The shitty Novak hotel room. I switch it over to the Lucky 38. Thing about the Lucky 38, a lot more load screens to go through, because you have to go. You start at the strip. You go through the strip, into the strip door, 1, into the Lucky 38, 2. Into the actual suite 3, where the Novak is load into Novak, go into your motel room. Any of you guys have stealth boys? I need them for another quest. I've sold all of the stealth boys I found because I'm an idiot.
Show yourself.
Pissing him off.
I shot Neil. I shot Neil. Oh, Neil's dead. Wait, is there a way? Okay, we'll kill him. And then we'll resurrect him. Resurrect. It didn't work. Did I spell resurrect? I didn't. Resurrect. It doesn't work. I'm glad I saved right here. Now, I don't know if I shot Neil or if one of my companions did, but regardless, bad. Don't shoot Neil.
A pleasant surprise to see you made it. Here's the plan.
I clicked through that dialogue so quick I accidentally thought I was going to plug around into his face after the dialogue ended. Don't shoot Neil. Don't shoot Neil. Oh no, can I shoot the missile?
Here we go.
What the fuck was my character shooting at? You know what I was looking at during that VATS? I was looking at the cycling of the action of my gun and going, ooh, nice. I like that. So I like how there's a key here. This isn't a key under a rock. This is literally just a key that is modeled like a rock. Yeah, beat her up. We did it. Look at that. Look at it. Oh, it was so worth all the fucking trouble. It looks great. It looks great. Hey, look, it's Raul, voiced by Danny Trejo.
Took you long enough, so can I go now? Alrighty then. I'll just head out, alone, by myself, into the dangerous waste.
You'll do fine. Farewell, mi amigo.
If by some chance you want to find me again, and if by some even greater chance the coyotes haven't picked my bones clean, I'll be at my shack.
This is the most cynical man in the wasteland. Oh, bye, Raul. Can we have 4 companions?
Oh,
Does a... Oh my god, how many companions can we have? This is like the Skyrim Infinite Nether's follower framework, where you can have like a whole raid party's worth of companions with you to ruin any balance that the game has. Where's Neil? Hello, Neil.
Good work, human. Maybe now this place can rest in peace.
What do we do now?
I still have a job to do here.
Right, he's gonna direct them to Jacobstown. Cool. God, the radiation's strong. I was gonna stand on the edge of the mountain and be like, ah, look at this. And now there's just a bunch of radiation cooking me. Look at the New Vegas lights. Do you know how much of a pain in the ass this was? The city of dreams. New Vegas. Pooh Vegas. Alright, well. I think that is a good spot to end episode whatever it is of A Tale of Two Wastelands. We listened to Ulysses yap yap yap. We collected a bunch of companions and complained about Bethesda. All in a day's work. Thanks for watching.